Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the topic probability, as the probability is defined as how likely an event to occur. Means probability is the ratio between the number of favorable outcomes to the total number of possible outcomes. Now, some terms which are related with the probability, that is, we are having an event. An event means how many times or how many outcomes are there in a single experiment. Sure event, when the probability is equals to 1, since the probability always lie between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1, the probability when the probability is said to be sure event if the probability is equals to 1. An impossible event, the probability is said to be impossible if the probability means the value of PE is equal to 0. Means if it is sure or it is certain, the probability is always equals to 1. But when the probability is not possible, then PE will equals to 0. Otherwise, the probability always lies between 0 and 1. Let PE is the probability of occurring the event and P naught E is the probability of not occurring the event. The sum of these two is always equals to 1, which means the maximum probability must be equals to 1. Then we are having equally likely event. The events when we are having equal chances means when there is no possibility of other events. That we call it as the equally likely events. So let's start with the topic probability with the exercise 15.1. So let's start with exercise 515.1. First of all, we are having the fill in the blanks. First, probability of event E plus probability of event not E means, as I discussed just now, probability of an event E, probability of not an event E, that is always equals to 1. Second, the probability of an event that cannot happen is 0. And such a probability is known as impossible event. This is impossible event. Then third, the probability of an event that is certain to happen, that is sure to happen, that is always equals to 1, and such an event is known as sure event, or we can say it's a certain event. Then the fourth, the sum of the probability of all the elementary events of an experiment is always 1. Means whatever the number of cases we are having in a single experiment, the total probability is always equals to 1. The probability of an event is always greater than equals to 0, but always less than equals to 1. So then in first blank it will be 0 and in the second blank it will be 1. Now next sum, question number second. Which of the following experiments have equally likely outcome? Means there will be equal chances. First, a driver attempts to start a car, the car starts or does not start. It means if there is a more than one event, suppose they are having a driver attempts to start a machine. So it is more than once. Whenever we are having more than one events, it will not be an equally likely outcome. So part 1 is, the answer to part 1 is not an equally likely outcome. This event is not an equally likely outcome. Second, a player attempts to shoot a basketball. She or he shoots or misses the shot. So again, since the attempts is again more than one, so again it is not an equally likely outcome. So first part and second part both are having answer no. Third, a trial is made to answer a true false question. The answer is right or wrong. Now since there is only a single event, so either it will be a true or it will be a false. So it means the part third is equally likely outcome. Then we are having part 4. A baby is born, it is a boy or a girl. Now, is it an equally likely outcome? So again, since it is only a single event, so a baby can be a boy or can be a girl. So again, it is equally likely outcome. Then sum number 3. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football match? So why we consider this way of tossing a coin for deciding which team will start the game? Because that event is an equally likely outcome. Because in tossing of coins, we are having only a single case or a single event. Either we are having a head or we are having a tail. So it is always an equally likely outcome. That is why we always prefer tossing a coin while playing the game. Now question number 4. Which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? Since we know that the probability always lie between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1, therefore part B, that is minus 1.5, is not the possibility case. Part A is 2 by 3. So since this value lie between 0 and 1, so it can be a case of probability. Third, we are having 15%, that is again a possibility of probability because this value also lie between 0 and 1, and the last is 0.7, again this value lie between 0 and 1. So it means these three cases can be the probability. So it means your answer is minus 1.5, which cannot be the possibility of a probability. Then sum number 5, if P is equals to 0.05, what is the probability of not E? So since we are having in question number 5, PE plus P not E equals to 1, we are given P is equals to 0.05 and we have to calculate what is the value of P not E. So bring this value to the side, we get P not E must be equals to 1 minus 0.5 that is equals to 0.95. So let's come to question number 6. Now, question number 6. A bag contains lemon flavored candies. Malini takes out only one candy without looking into it. What is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy? Now, there is a bag which contains only and only lemon candies. So, it means if we want to find or if we want to take one orange candy from a bag of lemon candies, it means there is no possibility. So probability of that event must be equal to 0 because it's an impossible case. Second, if we have to take out a lemon candy, so since we are having all the candies as lemon candies, so it means it is a sure event. So the probability in this case must be equals to 1. Then comes to question number 7. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.099. So let us consider, let PE be an event that the 2 students not having the same birthday means P naught E is given as 0.0992, and we have to find what is the probability or what is the possibility that both the students they are having the birthday on the same day. It means we have to find PE. So apply this condition. This is equals to 1. PE we have to calculate. This is given as, so bring this value to that side, we get PE must be equals to 1 minus 0.992. That is PE must be equals to 0.008. So this is sum number 7. So let's come to sum number 8. Sum number 8. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red, white or not red? So first of all, we are having number of red balls, which is equals to 3. Then we are having number of black balls, which is equals to 5. So total number of balls, that is equals to 3 plus 5 equals to 8. So part 1, we have to find the probability of a red ball. So since probability is defined as the ratio between the number of the favorable cases or the outcomes to the total number of the possible outcomes, it means this is equals to 3, which is the favorable cases, and the total number of possible outcomes must be equals to 8. So probability that the ball will be a red ball, it will be equals to 3 by 8. Second part. Now we have to find the probability of white ball. So since there is no white ball, it means the probability is equals to 0. Then we have to find the probability of not red. If the probability we have to find that should be of not a red ball, it means it must be a black ball. So favorable case becomes 5 and the total number of cases is 8. So this is sum number 8. So let's come to sum number 9. Sum number 9 is a bag contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. So the number of red marbles that is given as 5. Number of white marbles that is given as 8. Then number of green marbles that is given as 4. So total number of marbles must be equals to 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 4 17. So what probabilities we have to find? First of all, we have to find the probability of red marble. So red marble, how many red marbles are there? It's 5. And what is the total possibility? That is 17. So this is the probability of a red marble. Then we have to find the probability of white marble. So since there are 8 white marbles, so this is the favorable cases and total possible cases is 17. So it means the probability of getting a white marble that is equals to 8 by 17. Then we have to find the probability of not green. Now not green means we have to leave this 4. So rest of the marble is 8 plus 5 13. So this becomes the favorable outcomes and the total number of possible outcome is 17. So the probability of not the green marbles must be equals to 13 by 17. So this is sum number 9. So let's come to sum number 10. Sum number 10 is a piggy bank contains 150 paisa coins. So let's make a table for this. We are having different type of coins. First of all, we are having 50 paisa coins. This is 50 paisa coins which are 100 in number. Then we are having rupees 1 coin. Rupees 1 coins, these are 50 in numbers. Then we are having rupees 2 coins which are 20 in numbers. And then we are having rupees 5 coins which are 10 in numbers. So the total number of coins, that is 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10, it means that is equals to 180. So total number of points that is equals to 180. Now we have to find the probability of, first of all, we have to find the probability of a 50 paise coins. So probability of 50 paise coins equals to, so how many 50 paise coins are there? It's 100. So this becomes a favorable outcomes divided by 180. So you can cancel. This is 5 by 9. Then we have to find what is the probability of this, that it will not be a rupees 5 coin. Not be a rupees 5 coin. It means we have to leave these rupees 5 coins which are 10 in number, and rest we have to add all these. This is 100 plus 50 is 150 plus 20 is 170. So it will be 170, that is the favorable cases, and the total possible cases is 180. So we can cancel this to get this is 17 by 18 as the answer. So this is exercise 15.1 till question number 1. Rest we will do in the next session. Thank you very much.